Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hindu Rashtra, our dear co-Sanatanis, our dear friends and like-minded people. Welcome back to our Saffronazi channel. In this episode, I would like to share a small observation which I have made over many years of staying in India and intent interaction with people of different communities, of people of different religious identity, as to where the Sanatani, the Hindu mindset, is absolutely different from that of a mindset of any follower of an Abrahamic cult like Islam or Christianity. The difference is huge, absolutely irreconcilable in my understanding. It is like the signal. It cannot be digital and analogous at the same time. It's either or. You can convert to and fro, but a picture or a sound recording cannot be digital and analogous both. It shall be only either or. And this is where the difference is. What prompted me to narrate this story to you today? Accidentally, I came to know about one interesting fact. You know that Muslims believe that their prophet Muhammad flew to heaven on a winged mule named Burak. Burak probably means lightning in Arabic. So it is believed that he actually, it was a strange beast of burden with wings, a donkey or a mule with a human head. You can see now, I'm posting some of the pictures of this phantasmagoric creature that took their prophet to heaven. It's okay that they have basically stolen this story from the Zoroastrian traditions. Zoroastrians have similar fairy tale, I should say, story about some famous Zoroastrian priest who flew to heaven on a similar creature. So not only Mohammedans completely plagiarized that from the Zoroastrian source, it's a different story. But the principal point is that, this is what I recently read, overwhelming majority of Muslims worldwide literally believe in this story. In fact, there are places where, you can see photographs on the net where it is believed that Prophet Muhammad even tied this Burak too overnight. This flying donkey was was tied, and actually there is a famous mosque, Aqsa, I think, mosque in Jerusalem, recently stormed by Israeli forces. There was a big hue and cry world over. So that mosque is said to contain a hoof print of that mythical imaginary creature. So it is from there probably they believe that their prophet flew to heaven on that winged donkey. What shocks me is that in the 21st century, people who officially recognized as normal, without any psychiatric problem, they actually believe literally in the flying donkeys. And in fact, Bible is filled with similar stories of, Adam and Eve as they believed the first humans, and then, the talking snakes, as they believed that the Satan took the shape of a snake, and that snake talked this couple of hapless nudists to taste the fruit of the forbidden tree of knowledge, and this is how they have committed the primeval sin, as the Christian entire theology narrates and all that story. So, but similar to what Muslims and their Quran are, Christians and the Bible, have the same kind of relationship. As long as you officially subscribe to this, as long as you officially are Christian, you cannot challenge anything which is written in the Bible. You cannot question the authenticity, the factual authenticity of its content or any part thereof. Similarly, the one who is officially a Muslim cannot challenge or question that anything mentioned in Quran is not true. Factual, the very factuality of these, weird, phantasmagorical creatures and things that they did. This is where, in my opinion, Abrahamic cults put their adepts, their subscribers, to a huge disadvantage. Somebody may say that don't Hindus have the similar kind of weird beliefs? Let us admit, any mythology is filled with phantasmagoric features, creatures, stories. Any, be it Roman, be it Greek, be it Egyptian, be it any pagan mythology, be it Islamic or whatever, be it Hindu mythology, yes, you get to hear about events and creatures which are very, very different from being, the reality. That's true. And in every other Hindu household, you will see the picture of Hanumanji flying with the mountain on his palm. So, where are Muslims different? Somebody may say, for the sake of argument, Muslims believe in flying donkeys, Hindus believe in flying monkeys. See, there is a difference. As I have observed it, you may challenge my words, please write in the commentary. But overall, the perception of mythology, one's own mythology by the Hindus, is much more allegorical. So whether Hanumanji existed is not so much relevant. Factuality is not something which has been stressed upon, but the message, the idea it conveyed. So as I mentioned in one of the previous episodes, you can challenge the existence of Ram as a historical personality. It's up to you, but you cannot challenge Ramayana being one of the greatest pieces of literature ever created. So it is this existential attitude, it is this symbolic, allegoric perception of the mythology which gives Sanatani Hindus huge advantage over the followers of the Abrahamic cults. You are free to take it allegorically, you are free to take it as a message, as a storyline with a different meaning. It is the meaning that matters, not the factuality of it. It is like, suppose you take any example of modern art. You take the picture by Van Gogh of a tree. Of course, the photographic image of that tree will be very different. Somebody may say, Van Gogh, have you gone mad? Where did you see these colors? It is false. See, the idea was not to convey the actual image of the tree, but the feeling that the artist experienced, the inner response to what he saw, and he put on the canvas. This is what made this unique. In fact, the invention of photography created this major crisis in the fine art. Photography would be much more precise. So it was the crisis of realistic paintings as such. So it made them redundant. So the art found other ways to express themselves. So photography is great, but the job of the artist is not to make the exact image of what he sees, but to convey the feeling. That is why it is art. Here we can see, as I have observed it, again, the way Hindus perceive their mythology is much more artistic, whereas Abrahamic cult followers are bound to take factual approach to it. And this is where they are put in a big dilemma living in the 21st century. Deep down, any educated person who officially follows any of these cults understands that this is crazy. What flying donkeys and what heaven did Muhammad flew to? Is it a place near the International Space Station? So I'm not talking about the heaven, okay, but look at this flying donkey mentioned in Quran, mentioned in Hadith. So if you insist factually on this event to happen, you probably have to seek serious medical help, specialized medical help, being an educated person living in the 21st century. Similarly, Bible is filled with similar stories of, I mentioned about the talking snake. So this is the great advantage that Sanatani Hindus have. Non-factual, but basically symbolic, allegorical perception of their own mythology as a message, as a feeling, as a story, as part of the wisdom, more than anything else. Facts are fantastic things when they are applied to science. Science is the area where only facts, provable, independently provable facts can be accepted as evidence. The problem is that Christianity comes as a package, Islam comes as a package. You can say, I love this surah, I like this also very much, but rest I just do not want to discuss. No, if you are a Muslim, the flying donkey is a part of your package. You cannot cherry pick. This you would like, this you would not. Same as the story with the hapless Christians. Talking snake will always be a part of their package, and they cannot adopt to critical perception of it. It makes particularly these two Abrahamic cults, Islam and Christianity, incompatible with the normal mindset of a person living in the 21st century. Hindus, Sanatanis, or co-Sanatanis are so much close to atheism. That way they are free to take it allegorically. This is a huge advantage which I have been observing in the entire attitude and the entire perception of one's own mythological tradition. I thought it would be necessary to share it. So my dear Sanatani friends, my co-Sanatanis, consider it a big privilege to live with the Sanatani mindset. You are so much more at freedom. Thank you very much. I will end here. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hindu Rashtra.